This is what I believe to be the Marvel Legends retro card X-Men 97 Nightcrawler, the latest from the X-Men 97 line, Wave 2, which I picked up from Hobby Corner on their Shopee store. And I wanted to begin this review with an unboxing of their shipping packaging, because this is the first time I actually bought anything from their Shopee store, an online store. Usually I just go over to the Hobby Corner physical store out in Green Hills and just pick out stuff. But lately I've been picking up some stuff on Shopee and online on Amazon, and I decided to try out their Shopee store. Now, I was a little bit wary, a little bit anxious that since it is a carded figure, kind of given up hope that this is going to be, that the figure was going to come in mint condition, especially given the history of couriers and shippings from Amazon, and here in Manila in particular, couriers and shippers are just bad at handling packaging. So I wanted to commend the store, Hobby Corner, for doing what I believe to be a great job in preserving the figure. You can feel they've put some cardboard, I think it's cardboard, maybe corrugated cardboard, I don't know. But it does feel very stiff, doesn't even depress. See, it's a very, very solid type of packaging. So kudos to the guy, to Hobby Corner, for doing this. So let's see if we can, I'm hoping that the way they've packaged it, they even put fragile a fragile sticker on it, and that's just going beyond customer expectation. And me in particular, I didn't really expect this. Not to say that they don't do this. It's just that, you know, I've never experienced anything shipped from them through Shopee, and I've heard horror stories of people who bought from Shopee, not from Hobby Corner, but from other sellers, that packaging really doesn't hold up because these things get banged up, and I guess the rest of the world as well. So you can see, wow, it's a makeshift box, but they've used this really, really stiff shipping box material, and I'm hoping it's padded inside. Okay, here we go. Wow, you can clearly see right there, there's bubble wrap on the figure itself. So let me see. Oh wow, okay. So here it is. It is definitely Nightcrawler. I didn't make a mistake on that. Come on. No damage. Oh yeah. All right. Look at that. The box came in pristine condition. I really just want to thank Hobby Corner for doing this, for going above and beyond customer expectation. And the figure itself looks fantastic at this angle. Great looking figure in packaging. Let's get this bad boy out of the box. And here is the X-Men 97 Nightcrawler out of the box. And man, we got another winner right here. Easily the top 3 best figure in the line. I mean, I'm very partial to Wolverine and Cyclops, but this one is right up there with those 2 figures. Definitely a must-have. We can actually end this review right now and say this is a perfect Nightcrawler figure. Definite must-have for any X-Men Marvel Legends collector. But we have to go through the review. Let's see the details and all the intricate, amazing stuff that Hasbro has put in this Marvel Legends Nightcrawler. Head to toe, the figure stands at about 16 centimeters tall, or about 6¼ inches tall. For comparisons, here he is with 2 of my other favorite X-Men 97 Marvel Legends figures. We've got Wolverine and Cyclops, and you can see he is right about, because of his hair, in the middle height between these 2 figures. He's about 2 millimeters shorter than Cyclops because of the hair. and about a half centimeter taller than Wolverine. The figure comes with an alternate head sculpt, and man, I am loving this new head sculpt. It is just a gorgeous looking head sculpt. Both head sculpts are amazing, although I'm a little bit partial to the angry face. Maybe they didn't have to do the second head sculpt, but I'm kind of glad they did. Now, if you remember the old Wendigo wave Nightcrawler, that was probably the only other Nightcrawler that had the classic look. I mean, it's the only other Nightcrawler we've had in Marvel Legends line that was very close to comic book, very accurate. And this was a very good figure back in the day, but the head sculpt was a little too early years in the comic book of Nightcrawler, very demon looking. It doesn't capture the fuzzy, friendly elf that we've come to know in modern X-Men comics and cartoons. And I mean, this figure, I mean, it was great during its time. And the new mold actually is, albeit very similar, is a brand new mold. I thought they would just repurpose this old mold, but no, they've literally almost every single bit of this mold is new, except probably the hips and maybe the abdomen. Yeah, but the even the fists, I think, are new. The only thing I think that this older figure does better than this one is he's got the sword. He's got the rapier or the saber, fencing sword, and I don't know why this didn't have a Build-A-Figure piece. They could have easily given him a sword. Maybe I would have preferred it to have just this head sculpt and not the poker face head sculpt. And instead of a second head, maybe I would have probably preferred that sword, but and a tail with a wire. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure collectors are just going to transfer this sword onto the new Nightcrawler buck, but yeah, they'll probably use that fist as well and replace it with. And I don't know, but it's a shame. They could have easily put a sword, but they didn't. Now the figure also comes with an extra pair of hands, closed fist hands. Actually, pretty cool. And I believe most of the parts are new. The tail seems to be old. I mean, it feels like they fashioned it out of the old one. I can't be too sure. Somebody let me know in the comments. But yeah, it is a fantastic looking figure. Hardly any paint apps, but where there's paint apps, they actually did a pretty good job. They painted red okay. I think the white paint apps came out great. I mean, Marvel Legends is notorious for having just really craptastic white paint apps, but this one came out really terrific. The black paint on the face, eyes really look phenomenal. Neck is still on a ball joint that is on a hinge. You got the ab crunch, waist swivel, both ratcheting. Now they've added the butterfly joints, butterfly hinge joints, which gives for better range of motion and posing. The arms go in and out, forward and backward 360, a little bit hindered by the shoulder pads. Bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows, a little tight, but not too tight. Hands go in and out and have the wrist swivel, same with the fists. Hips are on ball joints. You can do the splits, forward, backward, not really backward, a little bit backward. You got a thigh swivel, pinless double hinged knees. Ankles have the hinge and have the rocker tilt. And so some final thoughts on this Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Nightcrawler. A definite winner from the X-Men 97 line. Definitely in my top 3 favorite figures for both waves of X-Men 97 figures. This is an absolute must-have. Even if you already have the previous Nightcrawler figure, this is a big improvement. I personally like this one better. It could use a sword or a rapier, maybe a saber, fencing sword, but that's an easy fix. You can easily get one, use the gripping fist from the older figure, or just 3D print one for yourself. But as it is a great looking sculpt. The articulation is amazing. The head sculpts, oh wow, they're pretty good. One of the selling factors for this figure, apart from the articulation, are those two gorgeous looking head sculpts. The paint apps came out beautifully. I got a figure that had immaculate paint apps, no complaints. Hardly anything to complain about with this figure. It's a near perfect figure. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Marvel Legends from Marvel Studios X-Men 97 Nightcrawler. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.